So today I'm gonna find out exactly how much cheaper it is to make homemade sauerkraut versus buying it at the store.
Hi! Hi! Whoa! Decapitation. Ugh. Treats.
All right, so we've got just about 4.5 pounds of sauerkraut. Now, obviously, I grew these, so they didn't cost me much. But if we look at my local Whole Foods, they charge $1.30 a pound. So this would be just over $5 of organic cabbage, and that's Whole Foods. You can, of course, find it cheaper.
Now, sauerkraut is one of the easiest fermentation projects. All I'm gonna do is cut my cabbage into quarters so I can remove that inner stem, and then I'm just gonna slice through it by hand. This can, of course, be done much quicker in a food processor or a mandolin. Then I'll add all of my cabbage to my bowl and calculate my salt percentage. I'm gonna be using a 2% salt brine, which is pretty standard for sauerkraut. Then I'll take the salt and start massaging it into the cabbage until it starts breaking down and releasing its natural liquid. Then I'll shove the cabbage into glass jars and I'll use a weight to keep the cabbage below the water line for proper anaerobic fermentation. And I'll let that sit on my shelf at room temperature for about 2 weeks to ferment.
So this is 70 ounces of sauerkraut at 6 cents an ounce. First, I've got 2 sauerkrauts from Whole Foods. The $10 one, this is half the cost at $5. Give it a taste. That's not bad. That is very solid sauerkraut. Moving up. More texture in this one. The fermentation is slightly more complex as well. Homemade. The sourness is very similar in all of them. The complexity just keeps going up. This is the most complex by far. And the cost difference, 6 cents an ounce, 60 cents an ounce, 30 cents an ounce. This is 10 times cheaper than this and 5 times cheaper than this. Make your own sauerkraut if you can.